Hello my lovelies, how are you? If you haven't met me before, my name is Marissa Roberts and I am obsessed with simplifying everything so that you can have a nice, relaxed, cruisy life, even if you're a really busy parent like I am. Actually, I think the easiest way to say it is I like to simplify life so that the busy isn't really there anymore and you just enjoy what you have left. And today we're going to talk about Christmas. I am seeing a lot of people getting really stressed already and it's not even December yet. I love this time of year, I do, because I love Christmas time, I love the holiday season, I love the decorations, thinking of things to give your loved ones that they'll enjoy. I think my most favorite part is seeing the people that I love and spending time with my kids. I love things like Christmas craft and Christmas decorating and Christmas baking, but what I don't like is the overwhelm that can come with it, and I think a lot of us are feeling that, especially with social media, right? You go on Facebook or Insta or Twitter or anywhere at the moment and you can see that people are already decorating, already shopping, already getting everything ready for Christmas. And it's a beautiful thing to see, but a lot of us are feeling a bit overwhelmed because, you know, the school year hasn't ended yet. There's still a lot going on. A lot of us are still working. Time is just... it's feeling like it's disappearing, and when you see other people's posts on social media saying, hey, we're ready for Christmas, it's beautiful, I mean, part of you is happy because it's so lovely to see it, but I know part of us is stressed out as well because we're not ready for it yet. I think the most important thing that I want to tell you guys right now is just relax, shake it off, okay? Because it's not even December yet. If you have a friend or a loved one that's already ready for Christmas, I want you to enjoy the fact that they're ready, right? Live through them. Just don't feel like you have to keep up if you're feeling like, oh no, hang on a minute, I'm getting really overwhelmed, I'm behind. Just shake that off, okay? Because it's fine if you're ready early for Christmas. It's totally fine, but it's also fine if you're not ready yet. It's not December for a few more days. I'm going to show you how to plan and prep for Christmas without stressing out, how to do it in December and just cover it all in the 1 month if you want to, how to really get down to the parts that are going to make you happy and enjoy the Christmas season. And if you're somebody who wants to plan out your Christmas, but oh no, you've left it too late and it's, you know, it's getting close to December and you haven't done any planning, I'm going to show you how I'm doing my planning this year, all in December. So I'm kind of planning and doing at the same time. And yes, I've got my little planner here to show you how I do that as well. I've simplified it even more this year, okay? So you can use the same planner as last year, but all of the prompts are in December. So remember last time you used it, and those of you who have seen my Christmas planner before, what I normally do every year is I put out these calendar pages within the planner. And you normally have a November and a December page, right? This year, I wanted to really make it easy for those of us who only have December to prep for Christmas. So if life has gotten in the way and you're like, oh no, I've wasted the whole of November, I've got to catch up, don't worry about it. I've taken the most important things, including the things that you'll actually like, as well as the things that you have to do, and they're all in December on the one page. Okay, so first tip, shake it off, relax. Christmas is about fun, remember that. So what I want you to do is take a minute now and think about what are a couple of fun things I can do towards getting ready for Christmas. What are your Christmas traditions? I'm going to show you, this is just one page we use in the planner, but you can do this with a pen and paper. You don't need, you know, gorgeous everything, but if you want it, you can have it. Here's what I do for our Christmas traditions. Right? What I do is I sit down right at the start of my planning for Christmas and I go, you know what? I want to have fun as well as do everything well. So I'm going to sit down with my Christmas traditions page and just write down, you don't have to fill out all of it. You can write down 2 or 3 things that you love about Christmas time that you want to make sure you've got time to do. So in our house, my things are going to be Christmas cards. Sorry, I'm covering up my face. Christmas cards. Christmas baking, I want to do gingerbread cookies. And the other thing is watching a Christmas movie. That's it. I don't care if I don't get any other fun, traditional family stuff done. If I can do those 3 things, then I'm going to be happy. So that's what I'm going to write on my traditions page. For those of you who do want to get all the have-tos covered, I'm going to run you through the prompts that we do in December here. You can either grab a pen and write them down, or if you want to grab the pretty version, go ahead. The planner looks like this, if you put it in your folder. I call it Make Christmas Easy. It has a how-to sheet, right? And then it just walks you through all the steps really quickly. So the steps that I'm going to cover to get ready for Christmas, I'm going to read them off this calendar sheet so that you have an idea of what I'm going to focus on. And if that sounds like something that's a good fit for you too, then you can focus on that as well. It's just the absolute must-dos in a doable order so that you're not thinking about Christmas planning every day, but you're getting stuff done productively every week. Christmas Day plan, basically what I do to keep it really simple is I break it into 3 parts of the day. And I know this is going to sound ridiculously easy. It's going to sound almost too easy, like, oh, it should be common sense. But we all get caught up in this time of year and everything seems like a huge job. So I want to make it as simple as possible. So yes, I break my Christmas Day into 3 parts. And I talk with my family and friends about what they're doing on the day. I want to make sure that my kids get to play with their cousins. So I do my best to kind of juggle the plan of our day to fit around everybody else. I mean, it's never going to be perfect, and that's another thing that you need to shake off is the need to have Christmas be perfect. But perfect is really just another word for stress, if I think about it. I'd rather just have everything be cruisy and easy and relaxed. It's really just about breaking up the day into those 3 modules and having the morning for us as a little family unit, right? So that's what I'm going to put up here, is home with the little family. Then in the afternoon, that's when we sort of see everybody else. Now, for me, we kind of do 2 lots of people. So we'll do an earlier lunch around about midday-ish, and then we go and see the other side of the family around about 2-ish, maybe 3-ish, and then, yeah. So afternoon involves a lot of eating for us. That's where we have our lunches. I guess you could say I kind of have 2 lunches that way. No, it's really more about snacks in the afternoon. Anyway, I'm digressing. So morning is a little family unit, afternoon's dedicated to going and visiting people, and evening is kind of where I talk about relaxing. So that's where we're just going to kind of chill out. If you're doing something on Christmas Eve with your family too, you can do a little Christmas Eve plan as well. How cute is that? Just to break it down, you might be seeing Christmas lights, you might be seeing family, you might decide to have your family movie night on Christmas Eve. Whatever the plan is, once you get it down on paper, it's like the stress just comes out of your head and disappears because everything is written down, so you don't have to remember it anymore. You can just go to your one little folder and look at what you've already decided, and when people say, what are you doing on Christmas Day? You've already got your answer there, ready to go. If you're having people come to you, it's really helpful to have a bit of a guest list going on. If you use just doing a pen and paper, I want you to think about writing down who is coming to you and when are they coming to you. Right? They might be coming before Christmas. They might be coming on Christmas Day. They might be coming and staying for a while. So if you want to keep track of who's coming and visiting you, then I would write that all down on paper as well. And that way, if you've got people saying, oh, who have you got coming when? Or, if they want to come when it's quieter or they want to come when everybody's there, then you can remember that without having to keep it in your head. The next thing we like to plan, where's my calendar sheet? Okay, once you've done your Christmas Day plan, then start thinking about food. So if I'm following my calendar prompts on here, you can see that I've pretty much kept everything to Thursday, Friday and Saturday, and I've got one simple job on each of those days. And then on Sunday, I've got a little something fun over here as well. But my Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday are pretty clear. I'm just gonna chill out and actually enjoy life on those days, not stress about Christmas planning. So yes, so that's how I break it down week by week. So the second thing we do is a Christmas Day meal plan. Now, I don't host people at my house, so I'm not cooking, but I do have to take care of breakfast. So that one's done. And this is really just your ideas sheet. Are you going to someone's house? Are you going to bring morning tea or lunch? If you're bringing a plate, write it down here. If you're having people at your house, write down what you'd like to serve here. Same with afternoon tea, dinner, and dessert. Now the beauty of having that down on paper is you can either do the next part all in one go or you can do it bit by bit. And basically all you need to do now is find the recipes of what you want to make. Now you can photocopy them and put them in your little planner in the plastic sleeve behind this page. Yes. And that way you can reach everything together. Or you can write down little links to where you keep it online if you've got recipes online. But you basically want to be able to come back to this and look at it when you're ready to do your food shopping. Speaking of shopping, here's a little grocery list that I like to put together. I like to divide my groceries up into bakery, dairy, meat and seafood, fruit and veg, frozen goods, jars and cans, dry goods, drinks, snacks, party goods, household and cleaning, and miscellaneous. You just print out as many of those as you want. Nice and easy, and then you take that grocery list with you. Next, we need to talk about gifts. If you haven't bought them yet, don't panic. I don't buy mine too early. The reason I don't, I love a good Christmas sale, but every time I go to one, I buy something that the kids then have grown out of by the time it gets to Christmas. So my nieces and nephews, oh, if you're watching this, guys, just tune out now. No, I'm not going to talk about your presents. But my nieces and nephews, for example, if I'm buying for them, if I buy for them in July, some of their birthdays are in November and December, right? So chances are they're going to get that present for their birthday before it comes to Christmas anyway. Or they're going to outgrow it and want something new. So I don't stress too much about mid-year sales for that reason. So Christmas gifts, all I do here is I write down the name of the person I'm buying for, the gift idea, the price, so I can keep an eye on my budget. And then here it says bought, I give it a tick, and wrapped, I give it a tick. And that's how I keep track of everybody's Christmas gifts. I know, right? Incredibly simple, but also very pretty. So it means that I want to go back to it and keep working on it. Okay, so you've done your Christmas Day plan, you've done your food, you've done your gift list. Next, oh, here's where we get to the fun part on a Sunday. So on December 4, that's when we're going to put up our Christmas decorations. First Sunday in December. That way it's not too stressful, it's just fun. We do it in the one day, so if I can't fit it into the one day, I've got too many decorations to put up. So we start with the tree, then we move on to lights, and then if we have time for anything else, we think about other things from that point on. But really it's about breaking that down into simple steps as well. All right, so Christmas shopping day comes up on Thursday the 8th on my calendar, and that's when I go out and I make sure I've got all of the gifts that I haven't gotten yet. So if I have bought ahead of time, that's great. I've got it written down on here, what I have. If I haven't done any gift shopping, then what I'm going to do is take that second Thursday in December and go and do it all in one go. Yes, all in one go. If you try and shop all in one go on one day, you'll beat the last minute shopping and you won't have that rush. And if you go with your gift list, you can tick it off as bought as you go. And I find that if you keep it to one time, it's really simple then. It's like I have to do it, I'm gonna make a decision. Often I find when you're shopping for somebody, the decision is the hardest part. It's not always looking and finding something, it's trying to decide out of a number of options, right? So if you want a simplified Christmas, you've got to get really good at decision making when it comes to things like gifts, who you're giving gifts to, what you're gonna give them, what sort of budget you've got. Once those decisions are actually made, it's a lot easier. Now we're going to add a little fun in. On the second Friday, which is the 9th of December, we're going to be doing some Christmas craft. I know a lot of you are like, why are you planning craft? I'm not saying I have to do Christmas craft on that day, but the reason I've put that in the calendar, and it's for you guys as well as me, if this works for you too, it's because I don't want to forget to do something simple and fun and enjoy that part about Christmas. Right? So when I'm talking about things like baking and craft and watching a family movie, I want to not forget that it's going to happen. I don't want to fly through that day, get really busy with other stuff and go, oh no, I totally forgot this year. We didn't get to do any craft. It doesn't have to be big craft either. You know, in our house, my kids are 5 and 7, so we're going to be colouring in and cutting that out and sticking it on the windows. So that's about it. But it's written on there so I don't forget that moment. Saturday the 10th is when I'm going to be doing a Christmas card list. I have a little sheet for that, right? So name, address, tick when you've sent it. Nice and easy. We've got a little video on how we do our Christmas cards, me and the girls. That's on YouTube, and we filmed it a few years ago when George was only, I think she was 2 and Sophie was 4, so it's pretty adorable. So go and have a look for that. I'll link it if I remember to. So Christmas card list is done. We do the writing, the envelopes, the stamps, all in one go, one afternoon, and then we post them. And we do it in one afternoon because that way we don't have too many to do. So it's all kind of following the same theme, fit it into one session, and that way you can really simplify and prioritize who you're mailing cards to and who you're just going to video chat with or send a photo to on social media. Santa letters are next. Just have a little template that the kids fill out. Makes it really, really easy, and it stops them from going overboard with requests. So it just says, Dear Santa, my name is, and I live at, for Christmas this year, may I please have, and they've only got a little spot, right? So I tell them to keep it small and write down the thing they want the most. And then underneath here on the template it says, I've been very good this year. Here are 2 nice things that I have done. And I have to write down the nice things, right? So my kids are still young, but I really want to teach them that it's about being loving and being kind as well as getting things for yourself. So they have to write down 2 nice things that they've done this year. If they can't think of 2 nice things, then they have to do 2 nice things before they finish this letter. Doesn't have to be huge. Just has to be the thought that counts. Hope you have a Merry Christmas. We will leave some, and you can fill in what you're going to leave out for Santa. Cookies, cake, and milk or beer or whatever. Yes, we leave beer for Santa. Best parents ever. And yes, we'll leave that out for you on Christmas Eve to say thank you. So that's our little Santa letter. Halfway through December now. Have you seen? We've made it halfway through December without having to feel overwhelmed. It's just one step at a time. How good is that? So we've done our Santa letters. Next, on the Thursday, we're wrapping up our Christmas gifts. So we're on to Thursday the 15th now. So whether you're doing that when you're home alone, or if you're doing that when you're with the kids and they're helping you wrap people's presents, that's the day we're gonna do it on. The next day I've got one of the fun things in there. On Friday the 16th, we've got See the Christmas Lights, because I love Christmas lights. Saturday the 17th is when I'm going to do my Christmas shopping. That's for food, non-perishable food, okay? The 18th is when I'm going to watch a Christmas movie with the family, so remember we're putting in the fun things as well. Lovely. 22nd and 23rd, we're coming right up to Christmas week now, so Christmas shopping day, that's when I'm going to buy perishable food, will be on the 22nd of December, and on the 23rd, this is my other Christmas to-do sheet. This is what I fill out as I'm going through December thinking, oh, I've got to remember to do this. Oh, I've got to remember to do that. That's where I write all of these down. So as you think of things to do, don't feel like you have to do them straight away. Just write them on your list, do them when you can, and you've saved the 23rd of December to finish off the last minute ones if you need to. And then, you know how I said I wanted to do some Christmas baking? I've put that in on Christmas Eve. And that takes us up to Christmas Day. How good is that? That's why I've got all the prompts on here to show you that you can fit all of that into December and still have days where you're not doing anything, and just break it down into one doable step on each day that you actually do something. So the key point here is to think, okay, don't get overwhelmed if you haven't gotten ready yet. December doesn't start for a few more days. Just get yourself a little copy of this, or watch this video and write it down with a pen and paper. But it's on sale for $7. $7. You can print it out and use it every year. Anyway, just plan out your December so that everything is bite-sized, everything fits in, and you don't forget to actually have fun as well. So yeah, here are some extra things you get in this little planner. This is a list of Christmas movies that I like to fill out. Die Hard is always on there because Die Hard is a Christmas movie, but also for the kids, Home Alone usually makes an appearance. Yeah, anyway. If you're doing a Secret Santa, here are a couple of cute little labels that you can print out. How cute are they? And then you just write the name of the person. You print these out as many pages as you want. You can print out however many you need. Cut out the little Secret Santa square, write the names of all the people on, scrunch it all up or fold it up nicely and stick it in a cute little bowl and do your Secret Santa drawer with that. If you need present ideas and you are on a bit of a budget, or you want to keep it incredibly simple because that's the theme, then here is your little reindeer noses print. So you just grab a little plastic bag, stick, how many reindeer are there? Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid, Donna and Blitzen and Rudolph. Okay, so there's 9. So you just get 8 Maltesers and 1 little red Jaffa lolly or some other round red lolly. Stick them in a bag, print this out, cut it out and staple it to the bag, and there you go. You've got reindeer noses ready to go as a present. Couple more prints I'm going to show you. This one is a little gift guide card. You can fill this out and give it to your loved ones, and that way when they're shopping for your children, they're not going to ring you all the time and go, hi, what clothes size is Judy again, and what shoe size, and what color does she like, and you know, what's she obsessed with right now. Everything they need to know is on here, so they don't have to use up all their mobile phone minutes while they're shopping. Easy. We like to put up a couple of little decorations as well. So this is a little Subway art thing that I just put a frame around and we stick it on the table, and this is my Christmas countdown that I put in a frame with a, you know, like with a glass front, and then I just use whiteboard marker and we count down the days in December. So that gets the kids pretty excited. And then when we pack up all the decorations after December, we stick them in a box and we write down what the decorations are. So that, in a nutshell, is how I'm going to be preparing for Christmas in a simple way this year. So remember, the tips are: 1, shake off the need to make it perfect. If you haven't done anything yet, don't worry. You still have a whole month to go. Plenty of time to do the things you have to do, as well as the things you want to do. The key is to know what you're doing and when, and that's why I've got all the little prompts on here to keep me going, and you can have a copy of that too. 2, make sure you book in the fun stuff as well as the must-dos, because you don't want to forget to do them. It can be as simple as just writing on one of your days in December, we're going to watch a Christmas movie. That's fine. Keep it really simple. Okay, and the third thing is, what's the third thing? That pretty much covers it. That pretty much covers everything. Just don't feel like it has to be perfect. I want you to really enjoy Christmas this year. I know a few of you have had some struggles this year. It hasn't been a great year for everybody. You know, we've had struggles as well this year. A lot of unexpected things happening that have kind of held us back this year, but there's been a lot of love as well, a lot of time together. There's been a lot of good in the year as well. But I know a lot of us are feeling a bit stressed right now, and a lot of us are feeling quite tired, quite overwhelmed. Christmas is also heavy on your budget, but it doesn't have to be, okay? You don't have to have a perfect Christmas that has, you know, expensive decorations and millions of presents and perfect food that is cooked exactly right. You can simplify all of this and remember that your kids are going to remember the moments that they have with you, right? So driving and looking around your street for Christmas lights, or putting up your own Christmas tree, or making a couple of cookies in your kitchen. That's the most important stuff. Or just hanging out together and reading a Christmas book, or talking about what the holiday season means to you. That's the most important thing. I just want you to chill out and enjoy it, and yeah, let me know how you go. So that's it from me. I'm going to say goodbye. If you do want a copy of the planner, it's usually $15. It's $7. I'm doing like a Black Friday or a Cyber Monday. I'm kind of combining all of them. And it's on sale for $7 instead. You buy it once, you print it every single year, and that's it. You've got beautiful planning sheets ready to go. So if you're going to get that, I'll make sure I've got a link in the video here. And as I fill out my planner over December, if I've got a chance to do it, I'll film a Facebook Live, film a little video showing you how we do each of those steps. So if you do grab the planner and you've got your December prompts, then tune in on those days. And if I can get on camera, might be with the kids or I might not be, but if I can get on camera live with you, I'll show you how I'm doing those steps myself. Okay, so I'm gonna go have a really good day. You have a really good day too, and I will see you soon. Bye.